I want to talk about the do's and don'ts of the mortgage process. I think I recorded a previous video just like this, but it's great to update it and keep it fresh because this is really important. So let's start with what you should do during the process. Number one, inform us of any changes to your income, employment, or assets. If your income structure is changing, if you're going from a W-2 employee to a 1099, or if you're getting commissions or overtime or bonuses, and that's changing, or if you're switching jobs, or if you're inheriting money or making a large purchase, all those sorts of factors are going to impact your ability to get approved. Number two, continue living at your current residence. If you're moving around a lot during the process, then we'll need to continue to verify where you're living and your rent and get letters from landlords, and it just delays the entire process. Number three, continue making your mortgage payments if you already own a home, or your rent payments if you're renting. Any missed housing payment is not going to look good when you're applying for debt to own a home. Number four, to piggyback off of that, stay current on all of your accounts. And this holds true whether you're going through the mortgage process or not. Just make your payments on time, because if you don't, that's going to impact your credit score, which in turn is going to increase your rate, and then you're gonna have a higher monthly payment. Number five, advise us of any upcoming vacations or business trips. This is important because oftentimes we need to get in touch with you as the client to sign a document, to answer a question. So just advising us as far as where you're going to be during the process is important. Let's talk about what you should not do, the don'ts. Number one, don't make any large purchases with credit cards. We're verifying your assets and we're setting aside a certain amount of money for your down payment, for the closing costs, and the reserves. And when you're making a large purchase, then that's depleting your assets and can impact the entire file. Number two, don't apply for any new credit or loans. If you're applying for a new loan or new credit, that's going to impact your credit score potentially, but more importantly, it's going to add debt. So you're gonna have an additional monthly payment, which is going to impact your debt to income ratio, which is the main metric that underwriters are looking at to approve someone. Number three, don't make any large deposits into your checking or savings account. So if your employer pays you and it says that your employer deposits X amount of dollars into your account, it's obvious where that money came from, your employer. But if you go to Vegas and make $10,000 and then take that check and put it into your account, it's just gonna say deposit $10,000. We have no way of knowing where that money came from, so we need to source it. So try to avoid any large deposits into your accounts during the process. But if you happen to go to Vegas and make some money, that's not a bad thing. Number four, don't close or max out any credit cards. This goes back to your credit score. Closing out accounts or maxing out cards will impact your overall score and your credit as a whole. Number five, don't change bank accounts or transfer balances from one account to another. This just requires more documentation, more questioning from an underwriter, and the more times that we have to send a file back into an underwriter for them to reapprove a file, the worse it is for everyone. And lastly, don't change the source of the closing funds. So if you're telling us up front that the funds are coming from ABC Bank, and then right before closing, it's decided that a parent is going to gift you the funds for the closing, that's going to delay things. So it's really important that you're transparent up front and that we stay consistent during the process. There you have it. Those are the do's and don'ts of the process. Any questions on this or any other mortgage related topic, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.